Hello everyone, welcome to Innotex HTML5 course. In this video, we are going to be going over some block level elements and some inline elements. So we have already looked at some examples of some block elements in the past lectures, and in this video we are going to be laying more emphasis on inline elements. Okay, so without much hesitation, let's dive right in. Okay guys, so as we said, we are going to be looking at block and inline elements. Okay, so in our previous video we did look at the header and the paragraph tags and some metadata and links in the head. So in this video we are going to be looking at everything in the body. So everything we are going to be looking at today will be in the body. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So I'm just going to open my browser first. So yeah, open my browser first. So okay, this is fine. Okay, so as we can see, I already prepared some text here, so we don't have to do a lot of typing today. So I'm saving this document and refreshing. Good, so this is the document I type. Okay, so what we are going to be looking at today, as said, is the block elements and inline elements. Now, what are block elements? I'm just going to give you an example. So you have examples of block elements like the h1 tag, the h2 tags, or header tags in general, and paragraph tags. Now, why do we call them block elements? Because if you can clearly see on the browser, you can see this h1 tag, this is it here. It has spacing all around it, so it's like a block. It takes a particular part of this page, right? Same here, you have the h2 tag, you have this paragraph, so they all have spacing, so they are all separated. But there exist tags, or yeah, there exist elements that do not actually put space around it. They just do some sort of editing to the document and give the document more meaning, or yeah, make the document have some more yeah, meaning or emphasis. They could lay emphasis on some particular words, as we're going to see later on. So starting off, as I've explained, we have block elements such as the header and the paragraph tags, and we have others which we are actually going to spend more time on, which are the inline elements. And the first element we are going to be looking at, which is the inline element, is to bold. So let's say we want to bold this particular free here. So we want to make it bold, right? You know what bold is. Basically in HTML we say we want to make it strong, so the tag is actually strong. So I'm just going to say strong. I could just type strong. No, so let's use this strong. Okay, yeah, and I'm going to cut this closing tag and put it at the end of free. I'm going to save my document and refresh my page, and you see free has been bolded. Now what do you notice? This strong tag is an inline element because it does not actually produce space around the text. It does not break this text down here and start its own. As you can see, the paragraph tag actually breaks it down and then breaks from the h1 tag and then starts a new block. It creates a new block, you see. But the strong tag does not do that. It just gives some more quality to some particular text or whatsoever. Okay, so this is the first thing we want to look at, the strong. And with that done, let's look at some other things. So let's say I want to italize something. Let me look at something here. I'll just want to italize Innotex. So I want to italize Innotex. I want to italize this. Now how do I italize this? I'm going to use the emphasis tag. So em, that's the emphasis tag. This italizes the text. Also cut this, italizes the text within it. Okay, so this actually italizes the text within it. So if I save this document and I refresh this page, you realize InnoTech has actually been italized. So the emphasis tag or the italization tag is an inline element. Okay, yeah, so it's an inline element. Another inline element we are going to be looking at is a horizontal line. So we want to draw a horizontal line or a horizontal row. So let's say I want to draw a horizontal line here and then here and here to separate this into 3 different parts. Okay, so I'm going to start off here and I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So it's basically HR, and this is one of the markups, as one of the markups I was talking of the other time, that does not have a closing tag. Okay, it does not have a closing tag, so you don't need to close it, it's fine like that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put an HR here and same thing here, an HR. Fine. So if I save this document and refresh, you see horizontal lines. Okay, separating. Now this makes my work like really neat. Okay, so you may want to need this sometime in your documents. Okay, fine. So I have separated this. So again, this is an example of an inline oh sorry, this is just basically a tag that does not close. Sorry, it's a tag that is non-closing, so it does not you don't have the closing tag, it's just fine like that. Now one thing we are going to be looking at, which is almost like the horizontal line, is breaks. So let's look here. I have a friend of mine once, okay, so how it will be like, a friend of mine once shared a link to me concerning a free online course Intech was giving out. So I took a bold step and enrolled myself into the program. Since then I learned a lot of skills. Like, so what I want to do is I want to put each of these in new lines, but I don't want to keep on using paragraph. You understand? Now someone who does not know web development will think, oh yeah, I could just take this to the next line on my line of code and then it should do the same thing. Let's look at that. So if I save this document and I refresh, bam, nothing changes. So if you are doing this, it's not actually going to change. What you have to do is you have to put a break. So a break cuts off that line of code and start a new line. The same thing when you'll be studying C programming, you see next line, it's similar to that. So a break does that, and you could choose to put BR simply yeah, so you could just put the BR here, or since let's just refresh. So you see, save, refresh. Okay, so you see it takes it to the next line. But since I like my work neat, I'm going to bring all this to different lines and then put the break in front of them. Okay, so I could just copy this. Okay, fine. So break and break. Yeah, so this should break this into 3 different lines. Perfect. Now let's say yeah, web development, graphics designing, C programming, and a lot more. So this is an inline element as well, so it breaks this into, or it takes them to new lines. Fine. Okay, so I think with that we can look at the next inline element. So the next thing we are going to be looking at is, let's say we want to indent this. Okay, so indenting simply means we want to put space before this. Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to write this. So ampersand, and okay, Visual Studio Code is not okay, ampersand p, oh sorry, NBSP, sorry, yeah, so NBSP, that should put some space before here or before this text, so I can save this document and refresh, and you should see good, so some space before it. Okay, and this is one thing I like about um Visual Studio Code. So even if I made a mistake typing this, you could see a drop down specifying sorry, Visual Studio Code is asking what do you want to write, so you could just go and click what exactly what you want to write. Okay, yeah, so copy this, and let's say I want like 5, so I'm just going to paste 5 of it. Save my document, refresh, good. I'm going to do the same thing here, 1 2 3 4 5, same thing here, 1 2 3 4 5, and voila. So save the document and refresh. Perfect. So we now have space before this different lines, and this is really neat. Okay, okay, fine. Now another thing I want us to look at is, now you can clearly see here that we have how are the lectures at Innotech. Innotech works hard on videos explaining each course from beginners level to advanced topics, and they do it extremely well. Each video is posted on their YouTube channel and the link sent to their training group for students to freely access them. Next, where is Innotech located? Innotech is located in Boya, Southwest, or SWR, that is Southwest region, Cameroon. Okay, so we can see that this is an address, right? Yeah, so this is an address, and we don't just want to write an address like this. Okay, so we need to make the browser know that this is an address. Okay, so okay, BR, so I'm just going to put a break so we can take this down first. Okay, and as we said, this is an address. Okay, so we are just going to specify that this is an address. As you can see, this is the drop down I was talking of. So HTML CS Visual Studio Code produces this for you. So if you forget some tags, you can easily get them there. Fine, so this is address, and if I save this document and refresh, you should see the changes in the font size of this. So bam, so this is it. Okay, Boya, Southwest region, Cameroon. Okay, okay. Now we know that Southwest region is abbreviated SWR, but not everyone knows that. Okay, not everyone knows that. So we want someone who hovers over SWR to know that that means Southwest region. Now SWR is an abbreviation, right? Yeah, so SWR is an abbreviation. So we are going to use another inline tag called abbreviation. So ABBR, I'm just going to put SWR inside. So ABBR space SWR. Since we have a comma here, we should have some space here, and we are going to call this Southwest region. Okay, saving my document, so I refresh, and you can see some dotted lines on the. Okay, so I think I would have better put space here before putting that down. Yeah, save, refresh. Okay, so you see some dots under SWR, and if I hover over, you should see good Southwest region, right? So someone who does not know what this is or what SWR is could just simply hover over and see the full meaning of SWR. Okay guys, so I think we have done a lot in this video, so we can end the video here. So thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Inotech loves you. So please don't forget, if you enjoyed the video as much as I did, please leave a like below and a comment as well. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you don't miss um a video when we upload. So when we upload a new video, you will be the first person to be alerted, and you are going to take the VIP seat into watching the video. Okay, yeah, so please do subscribe, share to others who are enthusiastic about learning IT related skills, and see you in the next video.